It's your boy. Um, so I saw my friend. He's making videos, and I'm making a response video. Fuck you, Aiden. You bitch ass. I'm just kidding. Um, Video logs seem interesting, and when I saw my friend's video, I realized there's a huge uh void where, like, if you remember back in 2012 and before, we used to have these videos of dudes sitting in their room talking and ranting about shit. So I'm just like, fuck it, dude. I do the same thing. We need more people doing that. That's real. That's real stuff. But what I want to talk about, uh, I want to give my interpretation of I don't know what I want to talk about. I'm just gonna let it flow, I guess. I am kind of a slave to time. No, that's too vague. I'm a slave to the situation I'm in. I've always had a decent problem, and I don't know if this doesn't seem like a problem most young men have. Um, I'm indecisive. I kind of do things to appease people. I'm a people pleaser to such an extreme extent. Um, and I've gotten myself into some really fucked situations. I think, yeah, all of this year. This year has been the most punishing year I've had when it comes down to the whiplash of being a people pleaser and doing what people say. And it's been rough. It's been really rough. But life has been desolate. I don't talk to too many people in real life at all, besides my partner. Um, and and my mother. And I don't know what to think about that. It's just kind of like whatever. I used to have friends, I cut them all off because they were freaks. Um, Check this out. That shit looks tight. The lighting looks so freaky right now. I don't know why it looks like that. My room is way brighter than this, but this is what my cheap camera is picking up on my computer. Um, Anyway, life kind of tears you apart. You know, you got teeth coming into you from 20 different angles, telling you what to do, trying to influence you, fill you full of emotions that don't really mean anything. And the thing that's always given me solace, and the thing that's always giving me a thing worth fighting for, is understanding how much you can actually manipulate reality. Then that wore off. It wore off. But once it wore off, I had another dilemma to deal with that would eventually give me solace when I found the answer to, and that is, a lot of this world is kind of made for the taking, you know. I don't know if this might not be true for everyone, but it definitely is true for me. The world is made for the taking. It's made to be moved in your faction's uh, benefit, and by faction I mean family, friends, whatever. Um, you have to be selfish when it comes down to that, because humans never really stopped being tribal. Uh, you need to not. It's important to be nice. It's important to not be a stupid ass like sociopath or something. But what's really important is maintaining your connections and acting selfishly to maintain your connections and to make sure that your tribe's well-being is at, its most healthy as it can be. So it's you, your family, your friends, and I'm gonna put like romantic partners in the family category, I suppose. But yeah, that's it. And then maybe on the fourth is like business, if you get into business or like some sort of like, if you're a contractor or whatever. But um the world is made for the taking. I'm serious. That's such a simple thing to say, but as far as I've seen, that's the case. And if you don't take, um reality's gonna look pretty bad for you, uh you have no choice but to take. And it's damn depressing sometimes because that's where a lot of envy comes from, especially with, I don't know, a lot of people I've seen. A lot of the envy comes from why not me? Why not me? They talk about. I'm just kind of talking about myself here, but looking at people that are objectively bad people, having better lives than you, having all these connections, having success, having money, and that's like there's two things to say about that. First of all, their circumstances are way different than yours, and you don't know what they've done to get to that point. And then the second thing is that the difference between you and them, or you and them, is that they took more. They were willing to take more. They were willing to act selfishly, and I don't know how to categorize the selfishness I'm talking about because I'm not just talking about being an asshole. I'm talking about. Um, Self-preservation selfishness, you know what I mean? That's what I'm mainly talking about, and that's something I still struggle with because, as I said in the beginning of the video, I'm a people pleaser. I don't like seeing people in pain. I don't like it when I burn people, but that should not be a problem for you ideally, because you're not burning the people who matter. When you like, what's a good example? Like, you cut off a friend because, I don't know, they're just a net negative in your life. They're a drug addict, or they're like stealing from you. You might feel bad to cut them off, but it's if you want your quality to be better, that's what you got to do. And you have to just do these things intensely. And the only way to not burn up and die while doing these things is to maintain the connections that matter. That golden four I mentioned: family, friends, yourself, family, friends, business. That's all that matters. Um, and yeah, people can be introduced into your friends, right? Yeah, I mean, it's important to also have a level of you don't want to be fucking Mr. American Psycho, like I'm not getting at these stupid ass sigma male term, like, uh what would you say, like incel shit. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about um preservation. That's what I'm talking about. There's a book I really like. I'm going to reread it really soon. It's called How to Win Friends and Influence People. The title is deceiving because a lot of what that book is about is having protective empathy and how empathy connects to your communication skills. Most of that book is just teaching you how to relate more to the person so that you can communicate that with them better, to have empathy for their position. Don't like what's like one thing to tell you not to do in the book. Don't correct people when you don't have to, for example. Like, you don't want to shame people. It's really I really like the book, and I feel like that type of empathy, like empathy goes far. You don't like sociopaths don't get nothing in life. They really don't. They only go so far and then they have to leave because their reputation has been fucking people over. Unless you're uh, a billionaire. but that's a whole different story. Um, Once you have that much power, I guess it doesn't matter. But look really ugly right now. I'm bloated. I didn't shave. The lighting's horrible for no fucking reason. Can I change it? Can I change it even? No, I can't change it. You're gonna have to look at my intimidating, ominous face. Um. Anyway, yeah. Uh. Life has been very painful. Life has been very painful. But that pain could turn into love.